It is Thursday, May the 4th. And I told you from this past weekend's video, I told you Jakes beware. Well, this Jake obviously didn't heed the warning, and he wasn't aware because, as you just seen, this little Stevens 301 shooting Viper ammunition, number 10 shot, 3-inch, 1-ounce load of Viper ammunition, hammered that bird at 32 steps from the blind. Hammered. All right, so I'm gonna cut into the video here in my house, in my little workshop in the basement here. Unfortunately, had some audio problems with the GoPro and the waterproof case. Evidently, when you don't put the GoPro in it right and you roll a little rubber seal up behind it, it doesn't take very good audio. So that's on me. What you missed in the audio is, now that I'm editing the video hours later, what you missed is this bird halfway gobbling, whatever you want to call it, and you miss it yelping. And you also miss part of the outro that I talked about the bird and showed you the bird better. So I'll do that right now, minus the bird, because the meat from that bird is now in this little upright freezer right here. But like I was saying, the bird did gobble, and it was a very cut up Jake gobble. It was definitely odd, and the yelp was really odd. Now, I know why now, and I was trying to show you that in the outro. That bird had been shot before. Now, it had been healed over, but it did have 20, 25 small lead BBs in the belly of that bird and in the backside of that bird, and it hit it in its got its right side, it got its right leg shot too. So I was only able to get one spur off of that bird, one wee little spur off that bird. It's sharp, it's a ½ inch or so long, and it's got some weird coloration to it. So that bird was having trouble. You know, he was definitely, like you see there in the video though, he was doing good, and he was healthy. So I don't know, somebody shot that bird in the fall, probably turkey hunting, be my guess, because there is a fall turkey season in that county that I was in. But that's the way it is. So you can see there in the video, that bird really doesn't have a white head, so I knew it wasn't a tom, but it had enough white, enough blue, and enough red that I knew it was a Jake, and you can see kind of these wattles there in what little bit of the video that I did get from my outro. But it just had a little spindly bird, or a spindly beard on it there, you know, and in there again, a lot of that was dead in there. When I glued this beard into this 410 shell, I cut it, I cut all the membrane off of it to fit down in the 410 shell, obviously, because it wouldn't fit, but it had a lot of dead in its beard too. So that bird was in bad shape, but he didn't show it. Just he was just trying to overcome it. But it is what it is, and he's in the freezer. There was nothing wrong with the meat on it, didn't have any foul smell, and none of the BBs had penetrated the skin. They were just between the feathers and the meat, basically. So I felt like it's going to go in hot oil is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not worried about it. So anyways, huge shout out, Viper Ammunition. Viper Ammunition in that 10 shot and that 410 was absolutely tremendous. You've seen there, I shot through that woven wire fence. Bird flops back and dies about the blind. Awesome. Awesome out of a 410. The first one I've ever taken with a 410, and that was definitely awesome. And big special thanks. I bought some run and gun game calls from Newman Brown, which is out of southern West Virginia. I was using his Black Thunder call there. That's what I got him to respond to. That's what the hen come into. We purred back and forth, which I don't have a whole lot of that footage because the audio is messed up, but we did purr back and forth. We cut a little bit, and you can hear her there in the video. I think the good part of the video, you can hear her in close to the decoys. You can hear her in there, you know, kind of like purring around and clucking a little bit. So all in all, happy that I got that with a 410. Happy I got to take that bird out, and you know, it is what it is. So anyways, Newman Brown Run and Gun Game Calls. Look him up on Facebook. Viper Ammunition. Look those guys up on Facebook. Awesome West Virginia made products. And like I said, thanks for watching To The Max Outdoors.